WorldDenver is getting ready to host one of the largest International Women's Day celebrations in the country. So joining us now to talk about it is Patricia Barella Rivera, the president of PBR Solutions and co-chair of the event. So tell us a little bit. The theme of this year's celebration is women solving global issues through leadership, compassion, and innovation. Tell us who your guest speaker is.
Well, it's going to be exciting this year. Her name is Elizabeth Naya Mayaro, and she's the former executive director of the United Nations Women, and she's a founder of the global called He for She, and it's an advocacy campaign. And she wrote a book called I Am a Girl from Africa, talks about her childhood near death and from hunger, which led to a career in international development and advocacy on behalf of gender equality. And she really wants to talk about how she's changing the world. And her TED Talk, and TED Talk was an invitation to men who want a better world for women. And that TED Talk has created over 1.5 million views. So we're excited about having her speak.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Tell us, too, the day starts out with a panel discussion. Tell us a little bit about what that looks like.
Sure. On March 8th, which is the day of our luncheon, that morning from 9:30 to 10:30, we're going to host a panel entitled Women Leading the Global Sustainability. And it's a free panel, and it's open to the public. And basically, what these four women are going to talk about, and they're local women, and they're all experts, and they're going to talk about how to combat hunger, poverty, and how to advance in the area of healthcare, education, and economic security. So these panelists are really going to talk about what's the global impact that women make in all of those areas. And so we're really excited about that, because what it really talks about is how do women play a bigger role in terms of gender equality and preservation of our natural world, and responsibility in terms of technology innovation. So everyone's invited, so please come and hear this wonderful panel.
Absolutely. Sounds like a powerful conversation.
It will be.
Absolutely. And I know WorldDenver will be recognizing two organizations and a civic leader. Can you tell us who they are and why they're on your radar?
Yes, there are two organizations. One is called Beyond Our Borders, and the other one is called the Women's Regional Network. And they're two Denver-based organizations that really talk about security and equality for women around the globe. So just to give you a quick background, Beyond Our Borders is housed in the Colorado Women's Foundation with them, and they talk about investing in international nonprofit organizations working to ensure that women and girls are empowered to achieve their full potential. And then the Women's Regional Network is an international collaboration of civic socials leaders working to really, again, advance women's rights. And they're really working with peace in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. And since the Taliban retook power in terms of Afghanistan last year, the Women's Regional Network has been working to really facilitate evacuations, refugee resettlement, and to really talk about helping women and girls. Our individual honoree is Marty Awad, and Marty is going to be recognized for her professional and personal commitment to supporting women and international exchange in Denver, and she's wonderful.
That sounds great. We know, too, last year the International Women's Day celebration had to be virtual because of everything going on. Is there a virtual component this year? What's that all going to look like?
Well, that, for the first time ever, our event is going to be available in person and online. So everyone in Denver or anywhere around the world can really participate in this live stream. And the event is also accessible. And what's going to be great about the live and the virtual is we're going to have interpretation streaming in English, Spanish, and Arabic. So if you want to register early for the live stream, go to worlddenver.org. and you'll receive a special event day toolkit to participate virtually. And we've reached out to teachers and school districts around Denver and several classrooms to make sure to watch this event virtually, because I think it's a great learning tool for young men and women.
Yeah, it's
so
really
we're really
neat.
Excited about that.
Yeah, it's nice to have that virtual component so everyone can participate no matter where they are. For those who get to go to the event themselves, though, what COVID precautions do they need to be expecting?
Well, we're being very cautious, naturally, even though the numbers are going down. But we're following the public health guidance. And so we're really being very careful in terms of the requirements that the Denver Center for Performing Arts is also instituting, because that we're having it at the Sewell Ballroom, the luncheon. So guests will be required to have their proof of their vaccination or any recent negative COVID testing. And masks will be encouraged in the common areas. And we'll have complimentary rapid tests and make masks available, thanks to Denver Health and our wellness sponsor.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Patricia, for telling us all about this. It sounds like a great event you guys have going on. WorldDenver's International Women's Day celebration. And again, that's Tuesday, March 8th in the Sewell Ballroom at the Denver Center for the Performing Arts. We've got more information and links to register on the sponsored events page of cbsdenver.com.